SuperBolt, the chosen current. Chapter 2, Chosen. A week had passed since the night everything nearly fell apart. Rensler Young sat alone in his dorm room, the glow of a television flickering softly across his face as a video game played mindlessly in his hands. Digital gunfire echoed through the small space, colors flashing across the walls, but his mind wasn't there, not even close. His thumb slowed on the controller, images replayed in his head, his brother's face, the rage. The moment he almost lost control. The anger scared him. It didn't feel distant anymore, it felt close, too close. Slowly, Rensler set the controller down. The game continued for another few seconds before he leaned forward and turned the television off. The sudden silence filled the room completely, pressing in around him. He leaned forward, elbows on his knees, staring at the floor. Time passed. He didn't know how long. Then quietly, he spoke. "Father, I don't know what's wrong with me." His voice trembled slightly in the stillness. Almost became someone I don't recognize. The words came slowly at first, hesitant, then all at once. Confession poured out of him without restraint. He prayed for his brother, he prayed for forgiveness, he prayed for direction. For the first time in his life, Rensler admitted his faults out loud, without excuses, without pride, without trying to justify himself, and something changed. Peace, not imagined, not emotional, real. It settled over him gently, like warmth after a long storm finally passing overhead. Then a voice, gentle, clear, close, yet everywhere at once. "You are chosen, Rensler." His eyes snapped open. His heart pounded as he looked around the empty room. "Chosen for what?" he asked aloud, confusion breaking through the calm. Silence answered him. Then suddenly, his phone alarm blared beside him. "Class starts in 10 minutes. Rensler exhaled sharply, rubbing both hands over his face. "Man, I'm losing it." He stood slowly and began getting dressed. Later, Auto Mechanic College. The classroom buzzed with low conversation and the familiar smell of oil and metal. Tools clanged somewhere deeper in the shop as instructors moved between students. Normally, this place grounded him. Today, it didn't. Rensler tried to focus. Tried, but something felt off. A sudden chill passed through him. The atmosphere shifted, heavy, uncomfortable. The complete opposite of the peace he felt while praying. He turned his head. The dean's assistant stood in the doorway, perfectly still, her expression unreadable as her eyes locked directly onto him. "Rensler Young," she said calmly. "We need to speak with you." His stomach dropped instantly. Every worst-case scenario rushed through his mind as he stood. Did they find out about the fight club? His slipping grades? Something else? The walk to the dean's office felt longer than usual, each step heavier than the last. The dean folded his hands as Rensler entered. "Please sit down, Mr. Young." The door shut behind him with a quiet click. 10 minutes later, Rensler walked back out, holding back tears. The words echoed in his mind, repeating over and over. 30 minutes to gather your belongings. Leave the property immediately. Failure to comply will result in arrest for trespassing. No explanation, no warning, just gone, confused, angry, hollow. Knight Rensler sat alone inside his packed car in an empty parking lot. His entire life fit into the back seat, head lowered, eyes closed. "Father, you told me I was chosen." His voice cracked under the weight of exhaustion. "I don't know what that means, and right now I honestly just want to give up." A long breath escaped him. "But I trust you." He opened his eyes. Someone stood in the distance. A figure, a man, walking toward him slowly. Rensler squinted, trying to make out the face. Then recognition hit him like ice. The same man from the fight the night he spoke to his brother. The man raised a gun. Time slowed. A flash. The trigger pulled. Before the bullet touched the windshield, reality shattered. Rensler blinked and found himself floating in an endless night sky. "What? What's going on?" Thunder rolled across the heavens. A massive golden storm gathered around him, lightning spiraling inward toward his body as if drawn to him. Then, light. A bolt of divine lightning struck him. Pain exploded through every nerve. It felt like burning, like being torn apart, yet at the same time, healed, restored, remade. He felt everything. Every heartbeat on earth, every spark of energy, every vibration of creation itself. A mighty voice thundered across existence. "This is what you were chosen for." Rensler screamed as electricity surged through him, and suddenly, morning sunlight hit his face. He gasped awake inside his car, breathing hard, alive. The parking lot was silent. Confused, he looked forward. A bullet hole stared back at him from the windshield. Rensler said nothing. He just stared. Slowly, he stepped out of the car, breathing heavily, trying to steady himself. It was a dream. It had to be. He climbed back in, inserted the key. Before it even turned fully, a small spark leapt from his fingers. The engine roared to life instantly. Rensler froze. "Okay," he muttered quietly. "You know what? I'm just gonna go home." The next morning, he lay on a mattress in his parents' apartment, staring at the ceiling. His phone buzzed. "Dad, hey son, keep the faith and God will take care of the rest. Until then, enjoy the apartment. Keep it clean and pay the rent on time." Rensler smiled faintly. "Thanks, Pop. I appreciate you and Mom letting me take it over. Love you all." He set the phone down. The events of last night replayed endlessly in his mind. Above him, the light bulb flickered. Once, twice, he felt drawn to it. Slowly, he reached upward. Tiny strands of electricity formed around his fingertips, stretching outward and flowing into the bulb. Rensler's eyes widened. No way. The energy grew brighter, stronger. He instinctively closed his hand. The bulb burst with a sharp pop. He stared in amazement. A smile slowly crept across his face. Then, a voice behind him. "Having fun, kid?" Rensler jumped, falling backward. An angelic hand extended toward him. "Do not be afraid," the figure said gently. "My name is Gabriel, and you must be the chosen current." Rensler blinked rapidly. "Chosen current? What does that even mean?" Gabriel smiled. "It means God has chosen you to become the SuperBolt of this world." The room hummed with divine energy. "A great darkness is coming," Gabriel continued, "greater than anything seen since ancient days." Power surged through Rensler's body, overwhelming and radiant. "The Father has entrusted you with great power," Gabriel said softly. "Use it wisely. Pray through your struggles. He is always with you." And just like that, Gabriel vanished. Golden lightning erupted across Rensler's body as he lifted slightly into the air. He dropped to his knees, head bowed. "Father, I will obey, to the best of my ability." Heaven, Gabriel stood before a radiant throne, head lowered. "Father, it is done." Another figure stepped forward. God's voice filled heaven itself. "Michael, General of Heaven, you are charged with watching over Rensler and training him." Michael the Archangel bowed. "It will be done, Father." End of chapter 2.